Hey there, it's March. Beautiful time of the year. Welcome into
Wait,
Bleacher
wait,
Talk.
wait,
I'm
wait.
Jordan
Spurge.
Spurgeon.
I think I should do this because you're not even supposed to be here. So we'll get into that in a second. Welcome into Bleacher Talk. I'm Claudia Collins alongside Jordan Spurgeon, who's supposed to be taking a little hiatus break from Bleacher Talk. He's been a little bit busy this season, right, Spurge?
Spring training, in-game hosting. I'm there every day, covering the Diamondbacks, working, rocking the stuff, and entertaining the crowds. And, on top of everything else, it was like, you know what? It's the Claudia show, but, I couldn't stay away because we're talking to someone super awesome today, longtime friend of the show.
Yes, Spurs, we'll intro the rest of the show separately. I've got Eliav Gabai later on with Social Spotlight. You'll see Cody Cameron on for the recruiting roundup. But Spurge was just begging me. He was like, I can't miss out on this coach Rick Garretson interview. You've got California ties. So without further ado, you'll see Spurge here right now, not later on in the show, but let's bring on Rick Garretson.
Well, now we bring in longtime friend of the show, Coach Rick Garretson, now at Servite High School. And Coach, I don't know if you remember, but when we started Bleacher Talk 5 years ago at this point now, which is kind of crazy, you were our first guest ever on the show. So it's only right that we have you on as you make the move from retired in Arizona to being in California at Servite. Just, as you reflect on how things have gone the last year and wanting to get back into coaching, why was Servite the right place for you?
Well, it wasn't so much a thing of me wanting to get back into coaching.
Hmm.
It basically came my way, and
Hmm.
when I care about something that is deep to my family and myself, I could not turn that away, and said, "I'm in and getting involved."
Talk to us about why Servite was the right fit for your family and your background with the school.
Well, when I was there for 16 years, my kids were all little. I haven't been on that campus in 21 years. Next thing I know, I'm in Mass and I'm sitting in that theater going, man, I'm back at Servite High School here. So it's been exciting. It's been fun. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of fun so far.
For those that don't know, here in Arizona, obviously Servite has a really rich history playing there in the Trinity League. Lots of players that have come through. Tedoroa McMillan, he was at U of A. He's in the NFL now, Rookie of the Year this year. Noah Fafita still there at U of A. A lot of guys in recent years, and you can go back decades and find guys that played. What does it mean to you to be, I know you were already on staff and part of that history, but now as the next head coach, trying to continue that and push this program forward.
It's like anything. You're just trying to do things what's best for the program and best for the kids. Bring my culture, and vision. We've got about 700 and some odd kids in the school. It's a school that's built on faith-filled leadership. It's a grind. They've had some good teams, and it's obviously in the Trinity League. And I love the challenge. The energy that it takes to meet the challenge and put my stamp on Servite and moving us forward.
What has it been like when you've been there and kind of getting ingrained? 'Cause we were talking a little bit off camera, and you were working a lot here. It sounds like it might be even more work potentially there, at least at this time of year than you're used to. So, just what's it been like so far?
I've heard from people that I haven't heard from in decades.
Hmm.
I've had a bunch of people that actually do work at Servite on the faculty that were students of mine. When you're there, you're not just a football coach. You're involved in the kids' lives and the parents' lives. And we've got the fastest 4x1 relay team in the nation, and they're all football guys and they're all young guys. So Chandler was a speed program. Servite's going to be is a speed program. So I'm really excited to bring my flavor and my vision in how that works as well.
I think I might be speaking for the whole Sports 360 AZ team that maybe we're a little salty you're not going to be on the broadcast with us anymore. You didn't think
Well,
about
I,
that?
I tell you what, I had a great time doing that. We actually play Arizona Centennial in
Hmm.
Peoria, our game three. So that's going to be kind of cool. Yeah, it's I enjoyed that. It was kind of like being in the press box calling plays, except trying to get used to someone talking to you as you're trying to converse with the audience.
You could argue that high school football is high school football everywhere, but I've covered high school football in the middle of nowhere in Texas. I've come to Arizona. I kind of grew up with it in Florida. And, when I was in college in Florida, interning there, like there's a different feel everywhere. What are you bringing from your time in Arizona that you feel like is unique to Arizona that you can bring as a coach now in California at Servite?
Just bringing my flavor in, mixing it in, and playing attacking football. We attack success is a slogan that we used at Chandler that we'll use there as well. And again, you're playing the best of the best. I know it's the top league, ranked for a while in the nation now. It's exciting, and I've always been a guy that wants to go against the best teams and top teams in the country, and just kind of fits the bill for what I'd like to do for with the program and with my staff.
Coach, I think the last thing I really got for you, I'm just curious. Obviously that was part of it last year. Being away from football for a year and kind of just reevaluating where you're at in life and, being dad and grandpa and all these things. What are you taking away from this past year that you think is, going to re-energize you or sort of help you even as you, go on this journey now?
Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have my wife, Wendy. She's the rock that holds it all together. And without her support, I would never be headed back to, Southern California, for the next so many years and putting things together and putting my footprint on Cervite High School football.
Well, Coach, we truly wish you the best of luck, and we can't wait to follow this next chapter of your career. And we're so grateful you made the time despite having the busiest schedule of your life right now. So thank you so much for coming on Bleacher Talk.
Absolutely. You guys know what I think. Ian, I'm telling you, Arizona media is awesome. You guys do such a great job, all different facets of promoting, whether it's, Arizona sports and in particular, in my case, Arizona high school football. And Arizona high school football is where it's at because of people like you guys.
Well, we appreciate that. Thank you.
I can bank when I want, where I want.
I can show my school spirit with every purchase.
I get rewarded for all I do with them, like a rate discount on my first auto loan.
And they partner with the school I always root for.
Hey guys. Hey, how's it going? All right, ready, let's go. So excited.
The Valley of the Sun will roar to life this spring.
This ought to get pretty wild.
Why is that, you may ask? Because NASCAR and the NTT IndyCar Series are coming to Phoenix, and it's going to be a weekend of good vibes the whole family won't forget. The best-in-class fan experience meets racing's toughest drivers for 3 days of action on and off the track, all surrounded by the beautiful Estrella Mountains. Get your tickets now at phoenixraceway.com.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Sports card collecting is a terrific hobby, and I'm so pleased to be partnering with the Monster Card Shop in Queen Creek and Fanatics. You'll be seeing a lot of their content on our website at sports360az.com in the coming months.
Homeowners Financial Group makes home financing simple. Clear options, fast pre-approvals, and on-time closings, backed by a mission to improve the lives we touch. Learn more at www.hfg.app/start.
This is a Santan Ford announcement. Santan Ford is taking delivery of over 500 new cars and trucks. All models are priced for immediate sale to make room for more arrivals. Don't wait. Head to Tim Hovey's Santan Ford in Gilbert.
We are Santan Ford.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi folks, here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program that can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
Spectacular golf awaits you at Whirlwind Golf Club at Wild Horse Pass. 36 holes of Gary Pank's design courses, a must play. That's Whirlwind Golf Club. Think Whirlwind.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back into Bleacher Talk. I'm Claudia Collins, and alongside Cody Cameron for, you know what it is, the recruiting roundup, the Ortho Arizona recruiting roundup. We're really happy to have it on Bleacher Talk again this week. It might be a permanent fixture moving forward until Spurge makes his official return after spring training. But let's jump into it. It's the spring, which means we talk a lot of track and field this time of year. We always talk about our multi-sport athletes. So that's what we're doing today. Let's start over at Liberty with the running back Gavin Lombardi. He was on JV last season, which honestly is just says more about how stacked Liberty is than it does about Gavin because he's a baller. He was the team MVP. He had 16 touchdowns, 1,038 all-purpose yards, and was just also currently an absolute track star. He just recently PR'd in the 100 and 200 meter. Tell me more about Gavin. We know he's quick.
Yeah, I love this kid. He's little brother of Mason Lombardi, and the Lombardi family at Liberty High School is they're so talented. And I love that you mentioned that he played JV football. I think so many times, Claudia, we get caught up with sophomores and they think, hey, we have to play varsity our sophomore year. We're never going to get recruited. That is so far from the truth. He gets reps, right? Because like you said, Liberty's the top team in the state. They got 8 million running backs. Go get some run. You're a sophomore. Go play. Get that game experience. And he did, and he made the most of it. Now he's setting himself up to, compete in that backfield next year. And what better way on the track and field? Look, Liberty, they push their kids to run track and get after it in the weight room in the spring. This is what they do. And him running this 11-second 100-meter last week, incredible. And then we watched him run the 4x400, and we have some film on this as well. He posted this on social media. A tremendous time, sub 50 on that 4x4 leg, and that's true competition right there. It's one of the hardest races in track and field. Gavin Lombardi, you are doing all the right things, and I can't wait to see how he finishes this track season.
I mean, he's competing in the 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter. Like, what else? What else are we going to add to the resume here? All right, let's move over to Hamilton wide receiver Roman Oliver. You will probably recognize the name. He's the little brother of Roy Oliver. Here's some freshman football stats for him: 24 receptions, 514 yards, six touchdowns, and he's got offers from Arizona, University of Memphis, and USC. And he is also a track star, and he set some records recently too.
And those stats, Claudia, that was on the varsity football team too.
Yeah.
I mean, just what Roy and Roman accomplished last year is amazing. But Roman Oliver, his first high school track meet of his career last week, the Thunder Invite, ton of studs in this 100-meter heat. Guess what? He wins the entire thing. He runs a 10.72 for head coach EJ Martin over there at Hamilton. But that is blazing fast. I remember getting tagged in the tweet that he did that, and I was at another school and I showed that track coach. I go, hey, you know the Oliver family at Hamilton? Well, guess what the freshman Roman Oliver just accomplished. So it's amazing what those two are doing. But Roman Oliver, man, as a freshman, his first 100-meter, when you run a 10.72 your first meet, I mean, you just progressively get faster throughout the year. You're really looking at a 10.5 territory now. And with their head coach, EJ Martin, who is one of the best, he is truly one of the best track coaches in the state. Oh, if Roman gets to the 10.5s, I mean, I already think he's probably a 15 to 20 offer kid anyway, because he's that talented on the football field. You can almost lock that guaranteed, Claudia, if he hits that 10.5. But what an amazing first run.
One thing we talk a lot about on the recruiting roundup is finding those guys that are really well-rounded. And that is no different for Castile wide receiver Colin Green. The one thing that I want to point out is he is also one heck of a student. He's got a 4.0 GPA, so we know that he's crushing it on the football field, in the classroom, and also in track and field.
He really is. And he had a really good last couple of games, too, for Castile on that run where they won a 6A title. He kind of shredded South Point secondary in the playoff game, too. And once again, it's a kid that's understanding what to do. And he's going to be a senior next year and how to become the guy. It starts in the weight room, it starts in track. And Claudia, he posted 10.75 in that Thunder Invite, finishes second. He's got great genes. His dad's an assistant coach at Castile, and he's probably one of the most jacked coaches in the state. If you see Coach Green on the sideline, he's awesome. And then his mom is amazing. She's an amazing human being, and they're just so supportive of Castile athletics. Colin Green, exactly, as he is a burner. And he also has some times, too, in the 60 meter on the indoor as well, finishing in the sixes. Like I said, You get a 10.75 your first race of the year, you're really going to dip into 10.6, 10.5 territory. That's going to easily get you as be one of the top sprinters in the state of Arizona. That's a heck of a first run for Colin Green. And he's really setting himself up for a big spring, not just in track, but also in football as well.
We just talked about a rising senior in Colin Green, but let's talk about a current senior, Williams Field, Malachi Joyner. I think one thing we see a lot this time of year is those senior football players, especially one like Malachi, who's already committed to play at U of A, they kind of just move on. Like high school's over the second the football season comes to an end. Not for Malachi Joyner. And this is a great
No.
example right here.
Yeah, this is awesome. I remember me and you were talking about, what to do in the show and you go, yeah, so many seniors do check out after the football season, especially those who are signed. Maybe they already early enrolled and stuff like that. Williams Field, I mean, they are full go competition year round, especially pushing multi-sport athletes. This is an example of Coach Campbell and the culture he sets. Coach Hunt, who's their defense coordinator and head track coach, but also the kid. The kid's got to want it, right? He wants to be a competitor. This is why Malachi Joyner is a Division I football player right here. He currently leads the state in his shot put, 54 feet 9 inches. And he did that this past weekend at the South Mountain Invitational. That's awesome. If I'm head coach, Coach Brennan at University of Arizona, and I'm the staff, and I'm watching Malachi do this, we go, we made the right choice. This is a guy we want. He wants to compete year round in everything he does, because it's going to translate to the football field. It's going to translate to the weight room. It's the guy who's going to attack. Malachi Joyner, great job. That is a heck of a throw, and it's a really big credit to your work ethic. So great job, Malachi.
There's a lot of physical benefits that feel pretty obvious to doing track and field, but I think one of the things we don't talk about enough is just the mental toughness of being a year-round athlete. I really find it admirable that there's so many guys, and we see it continue more and more, that are like, hey, I'm going to be doing track and field in the off season for football. That's going to be my thing. And whether it's basketball, track, whatever it might be, I think it says a lot about their character and mental toughness that they're just going to continue doing something.
Yeah, and I agree. And I've been pretty vocal on social media, more so than I guess the last 8 years that I've been down here, about the comparison of the two, right? Track and field versus, club 7-on-7 and so to speak. And to me, Claudia, in conversations with college coaches and stuff like that, I'm not trying to knock kids from doing club sevens, right? Hey, you're going out there, you're getting extra work, especially a lot of these teams that are high school teams, so to speak. They're with their high schools running their scheme. All of that's great, and there's some benefits to it. But we talk about separating yourself, and there's no better way than to wrestle, than to play baseball, to play beach volleyball, play soccer, and track and field, because it's comparable. The college coaches can look at athletic.net and they can see, hey, this is a laser time, this is accurate. And like take the 4x400, you are competing. You want to win in that. It is a crazy race. College coaches like that as a separator. They're going to forever recruit kids who are multi-sport athletes. That's why, to me, you should be out in the track and field and doing something. You said it perfectly.
Well, Cody, thanks for joining me on Bleacher Talk for the recruiting roundup. For more recruiting news, head to sports360az.com. When we come back, we'll have Eliav Gabai with our social spotlight segment. See you then.
I can bank when I want, where I want.
There are no hidden fees. I check the fine print.
They give back to the community I'm working to conserve.
And they partner with the school I always root for.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going? Okay. All right, ready, let's go.
Let's talk about Venezia's Pizzeria, New York style pizza. Oh man, this looks so good. Pizza doughs made fresh daily, wings, subs, sandwiches, pasta. They cater, they deliver. They have 5 Valley locations. Venezia's New York style pizzeria.
The Valley of the Sun will roar to life this spring.
This ought to get pretty wild.
Why is that, you may ask? Because NASCAR and the NTT IndyCar Series are coming to Phoenix, and it's going to be a weekend of good vibes the whole family won't forget. The best-in-class fan experience meets racing's toughest drivers for 3 days of action on and off the track, all surrounded by the beautiful Estrella Mountains. Get your tickets now at phoenixraceway.com.
Homeowners Financial Group makes home financing simple, Clear options, fast pre approvals, and on time closings, backed by a mission to improve the lives we touch. Learn more at www.hfg.app/start.
I've always loved collecting cards, and I'm so happy to be partnering with the Monster Card Shop in Queen Creek and Fanatics. We're talking about hobby boxes, packs, basketball, baseball, football, soccer, UFC. You know it, you love it, and if you've not experienced collecting before, this is a great place to start. And of course, there's a business side to this too. All of it in one place. So excited to be partnering again with the Monster Card Shop in Queen Creek and Fanatics. Looking forward to it.
What would you need to experience life in full motion? Expertise to provide the best care, unsurpassed training and technique. It requires the best orthopedic surgeons. Ortho Arizona.
This is a Santan Ford announcement. Santan Ford is taking delivery of over 500 new cars and trucks. All models are priced for immediate sale to make room for more arrivals. Don't wait. Head to Tim Hovey's Santan Ford in Gilbert.
We are Santan Ford.
Well, if you've watched Bleacher Talk before, you know I won't deprive you of our social spotlight segment. So I'm joined now by Eliav Gabai, who has searched X probably all morning. I know it's all you do on the weekends, getting ready for Bleacher Talk. So what did you find today, Eliav?
We're always diving deep. Come on, you know that. We have to make sure we search every edge of the internet just in case there's some Arizona high school football content we did not catch. But I'm gonna start us off with something that's gonna warm your heart for sure, Claudia. Check this out. The Dobson Mustangs. How about a car wash? Why not? I'm not gonna do the song. I'm not. I want to. I'm not. Super cool. Super cool. Obviously, raising money for the program. Claudia, this is how you do it. This is how you do that extra effort.
Oh, 100%. And this just once again, like Mesa School District just knocks it out of the park with all of their community service and all the ideas they come up with. And the only thing I fear is how they would feel about a minivan that has snacks all over the back seat of the car coming through. I don't know if they're getting in there. Like outside of my car, they'd probably be fine. But I don't know how many moms are rolling through with as many Cheerios on the floor as me. So I don't know if they did vacuuming services too. If they did, I'm sad I missed it because that would take a lot off my plate.
Yeah, and hats off if they did. That's very detail oriented. Regardless, great idea. I love I just love the effort. Love seeing the effort. This is also something that I love because we are big about small businesses here at Sports 360 AZ. You see it from On the Rocks to Eats with Eliav to even this social spotlight. Check it out. Coach Alec Hathcock. He runs his own hat business. They make hats, and these are sweet. These are super cool. He's right when he says they stand out. They really do. I mean, I would look twice if someone was wearing these, but this is not a advertisement. I'm not getting paid. I promise. This is just cool, and I love coaches supporting coaches, Claudia.
Absolutely. And I just have to throw it out there because I was texting Cody about him beforehand. He's like, oh, I actually just picked up like a dozen hats from him today. So it sounds like he's got his business rolling. If the name sounds familiar, Alec Hathcock is the son of Jeremy Hathcock, the new head coach over at Perry. And yeah, I mean, he is a local guy, born and bred. Maybe not born, but he graduated from Desert Ridge. I know that much. And then he went on to play college football at Arizona Christian. So, I mean, there's a lot of football ties here. You see the hats that he's showing off. We've got some Mesa hats. I'm going to guess he's probably going to make some Perry hats since he's got connections there as well. But regardless, yeah, we love to support small businesses. That's actually a lot of what we do here at Sports 360. We really, really love to be community driven. And so why not, showcase this one too?
Exactly. I'm right there with you, Claudia. And this last one I know is gonna be near and dear to both our hearts because we also love baseball around here, all right? Football, of course, but more than anything, it's the dual sport athlete that we just can't get enough of. Check it out. Ruben Baca. How about the first home run of the year for him at Coolidge? And yes, he is also an O lineman and D lineman on the football team. Claudia, I don't know, he looked pretty good out there.
I think there's like, we always talk about track and field being one of these great options to be playing in the off season. Baseball is like, I mean, like you said, near and dear to my heart. I know that my husband was like a high school football, baseball player too. His brother did the same thing. Like, and they're, I think, pretty talented. So there's definitely something to
I
be
agree.
said about that. But no, I mean, this guy's, he's 6'4", 285 pounds. He is clearly a threat on the football field and at the plate.
He's a unit. We're a unit right here. Every week at Social Spotlight. Let's do it. That's all I got.
Well, you thanks so much for searching all of the interweb to find the best of the best. Thanks again for joining us on Bleacher Talk. For more sports news across Arizona, you can head to sports360az.com. We'll see you next time.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi, folks. Here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program that can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
Spectacular golf awaits you at Whirlwind Golf Club at Wild Horse Pass. 36 holes of Gary Pank's design courses, a must play. That's Whirlwind Golf Club. Think Whirlwind.
This is a Santan Ford announcement. Santan Ford is taking delivery of over 500 new cars and trucks. All models are priced for immediate sale to make room for more arrivals. Don't wait. Head to Tim Hovey's Santan Ford in Gilbert.
We are Santan Ford.